All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Chihayafuru, Season 1, Episode 13. We're at Nationals!
Yeah!
And we're, like, just going into the second core of the show. Like, wow, that was fast.
Omi Jingu. This is our shrine visit, our big Karuta Mecca. It is near Kyoto, apparently. I'm excited. It's also right next to Lake Biwa, which is probably why that one teacher was really excited to be able to go there.
Yep.
It's Japan's biggest lake as well, so we're going to have a gorgeous view. We're going to have just a gorgeous area as well. And all the Karuta players are going to be
All the Karuta players, and this place is Chihaya's color. It's a token of good luck. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
hopefully we'll see Arata.
Arata kind of made it her favorite color too, by probably talking about it in that way. And then she's like, "Oh my god, yes,
yes, this is my card, this is my color." Yeah, exactly.
This is the ticket that will take me there. You know?
Right. You know, get some of what the doctor was telling you about, like, intimidate the reader into reading your card.
Yes, because that's possible.
Yeah, that's definitely all right. Yep. Sounds good.
Because don't they just draw from a hat, basically?
Yeah, I think it's like it's like a shuffled stack. I think, like,
warp reality, distort space-time.
That's right.
Like, use paths to tap into the future and see what the card is going to be read before it's read.
Yes.
Teacher, you're scaring me.
Just the person's about to read a card, and it's like, finish it.
Yeah. Get up! Didn't you start this story? You know?
Right.
But yeah, y'all, we're really excited. We got the team all together. We're on the trip. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna bond. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yep.
We're gonna meet other people that are probably even more enthusiastic about Karuta than they are, which is then gonna probably set up like all the future seasons in general with all the characters we could potentially meet. And I'm excited. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Nice.
面倒だと思うかもしれませんが、神様が心が広いとは限りません。願い事は礼儀正しく差し出しなさい。
神様、奇跡はいりません。みんなにアクシデントが起こりませんように、練習通りの力が出せますように。
違うところで。
行くぞ千早。全員揃って参拝するセレモニーあるみたいだよ。
新た、やっと来たよ。大見神宮。
I'm here.
私の夢は。
Yeah.
あの時のままだよ。
Of all of us, I never gave up.
クイーンやも。
Boom. The god of Karuta just passed you. Are you? I head out.
Are we talking about Arata? Okay, good. Oh.
She's here. That's awesome. What
Beautiful.
a radiant beauty. It's a little warm. Oh, cool.
マークすべきは静岡の藤崎高校、地元の天徳寺高校、あと国見高校は去年予選で北欧に勝ってる。あや新は明日の個人戦にもエントリーなし。
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
あそこだろ。東京代表って木尾学園に勝ったっていう。北欧の須藤を任したの。須藤君負けた？総部3ヶ月ってどんだけ強いんだよ。
Whoa, fun.
Yeah, representing Tokyo at a nationals tournament is a big deal.
佐賀の竹地高校。
From Saga. Okay.
球が2人いる他は段位なしだってさ。
Saga mentioned.
北欧戦と同じで行くか。
それが一番。
待って。僕捨て駒でいい。一番強いやつと当てて。
何言ってんの、そんなの。
Good job.
僕が負けたって4人が勝てばいい。2つは東京代表なんだから。
That's right.
Okay, don't yell that so loud, you know.
Yeah.
You don't need everybody to know which of us is, you know, good or bad.
Right.
橋か真ん中に来ることが多いよ。
みんながいたから、ここまで来れた。
Wow! Fire!
仕上がるんだ。みんなで。
Yes.
読み外れた。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wait, is this some paths shit?
She nervous. Yeah. Yeah, you placed all your cards, right?
かっこいい子たくさんいるじゃない。チェックチェック。あの子たちどれくらいの強さなのかしら。
So many potential customers.
Oh, Chihaya. Wake up. It's because Arata's
Lock in.
not here. Yeah.
Yep. Because that was kind of the whole point of coming here.
1枚ずつ取ってくぞ。
Chihaya did not respond.
暑い。袴が暑いよ。
Oh, no.
No, there is no air conditioning.
人が多い。
Or at least it's not enough. Maybe she was struggling earlier.
寒い。神様どうして？奇跡はいらないから。
Oh my gosh, he's actually here?
Well,
No, he's not.
道間違えた。何遍も来てるはずやのに。
okay, but he is going.
ずっと車やったから。
Oh.
麻痺。体の右の部分が動かしにくくなっ
Oh, that means he's done with Karata then.
ると驚くかもの。
じいちゃんはじいちゃんやろ。
おじいちゃん。
Oh.
あらた
Yeah.
じいちゃんはじいちゃんや。
お前の新しい
Oh, okay, we're continuing this.
All right.
崩れるでいちゃん負けんでの左手でもカルタ取れるようになるでの
Yeah.
滋賀の近江神宮から3連覇中の三木名人に挑戦するのは
じいちゃんどんな感じ？じいちゃんでも緊張する。
全然ほんでも試合前にポーズとっとスターになったみたいやわイメージしてみるん
Yeah,
や
visualize it.
あの場所にいる自分行さんの人がこっちを見てい
Ah,
る
this is gonna be a nice transition. Yeah.
畳を叩く音だけがする近江管楽館イメージするんやかつ自分
Whoa.
はよ帰らな。じいちゃん待ってる。
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
じいちゃん。
I like that we're getting to see this in detail because if Arata does end up going, which he is,
明日は
we
帰っ
need
て
to know exactly what he's facing. You
Right.
know?
よかった。びっくりしたやろ。救急車乗って。
あんた
脳に萎縮が見られます。初期の認知症ですね。
That's brutal.
じいちゃん、これなんやろ。これは。
あなんやろなんやろ
And it's to a kid as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
嘘や。
Yeah.
じいちゃん。
Right. It's like you've lost them, but they're not fully gone yet.
Right, so it gets dragged out nice and slow.
絶対あなたが一番乗りやと思ったのに。大会も練習も出られんのじゃ。
うちのじいちゃん自慢やったんやるけど、今となったら逆やな。練習できると思ってるやろ。
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's...
C 級になったよって陸上部入ったって書いてたのに。
クラス会あるんやけどおじいちゃんお願いしていいかの。
ああ、
よ帰ってくるでの。
母ちゃん白が増えたな。無理か。ほら危ないこぼすやろ。ちょっと置いて。
Oh.
袴
Huh?
袴出せ痛いかい
じいちゃん、今年はいかんようになってるんや。
Oh, he
That
randomly
moment of
remembered it
lucidity.
just because of the
Yeah.
day.
なんであらたはいかんのや
ほやけど、じいちゃ
Oh.
ん戻ってる。
No, the back and forth. Yeah.
Yep.
ストはどういうことや行ってこい
行きたい。ほんでも。
Oh
じいちゃん
no, did he leave him and then he dies?
みんなに取り残されたくない。はよ永久になりたい。
No.
イメージや
No.
苦しい。辛い。怖い。
Push through it. What?
苦しい
Yeah, yeah.
耳鳴りがする倒れ込みたい
Cool. He made it here to watch. He made it here for the 8th. Yeah. There
Yep.
she is. Oh my gosh!
負けない終わらせない
お待ちください危険します
Yeah, yeah.
すいません太一千早どうしたんや
Oh!
We don't know.
新た頼む4人でも勝ってくるから
綾瀬さんあなた綾瀬さんのお友達
脱出に運んで早く負けない
Body starts slowing down.
Yeah.
This might be why the other teams don't wear Hakama. Yeah.
Oh, I'm dreaming, right?
行かないと
千早寝とかなあかん試合は棄権したんや
危険
試合には戻れんのや
頑張ってきたのに
Well, trust them then.
勝つって約束
That has to suck though. Like you make it to nationals and then just first match.
Collapse from exhaustion,
Yeah.
from just all the heat.
Yep. And you're the strongest player on your team. Especially when like with the lineup, it's like, oh yeah, you're pretty sure you could beat this team.
まっすぐなまんまだよなずっと考えてるカルタのこと
Oh? Have you?
じいちゃんのこと
Okay. Okay.
自分のこと
市民病院の救急に行ってきます
And tournaments
試合中ずっと具合悪そうだったから
often will have multiple matches in the same day, so.
It was the demon of the shrine. She passed along a virus.
Right.
吉岡先生
いや覚えててくれたか
Oh,
心配してたんだよ
you're back.
大会には出てるんだないやそれは
No.
楽しみだ片谷先生にまた会える
Oh.
君のカルタは
Yep, because your
片
card
谷
is
先生にそっくり
his.
だからねあそろそろ試合も終わるかな
I'm not crying. I'm
Yep.
not
Yep.
crying.
Nope. 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 Mm-mm.
Fuck you, show.
It's just, you know, said so out of pocket. Just like, oh yeah.
じいちゃん俺カルタが好きや
The time. The match is over.
Well, and not just that match.
信じらんねえマジありえねえ下の個人戦にエントリーしてんだよ
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
お前東京代表で出てん
Yeah,
だ
come on.
ふざけんなよ行けば許されると思ってんのか
Yeah,
こ
yeah.
のレベルが低いと思ったらどうすんだ
ごめんみんな
Aw.
なることなんて何も
綾瀬僕今日初めて
Ah!
Yeah.
That means we did it. They were really bad.
思い出すな7枚
2 matches in a row.
読みが当たって
So you guys are still in the.
決めたんだよな
They're still in the tournament.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
もっと試合したかった
綾瀬はすぐに体調戻らないだろ新幹線で帰ったら
Oh.
まだ興奮が収まらないよ
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So they are
完璧な体調で明日の個人戦に
right. Individual tournament now, but team tournament is
They're out.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
明日出られそうか
出るよ新たがっかりさせちゃったかな
Baka.
せっかく来てくれたのに
お前重かったし
嘘
もっと軽いかと思ったのに超重かったあそうだ
Her
あなたが俺
faces.
らにって福井土産らしいぜ
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. That's a promise.
Yeah.
Yep. My heart. They reached him.
Yep.
私たちの気持ち
Yep.
All right.
Okay. This was really worth it. I mean, we got absolutely wrecked.
Yeah. Well, hey, they won 2 matches at the very least. So
Oh, no. It's just saying that he won 2 matches.
no, right, but that means they like are right. But they played 2 games.
Yeah, they were able to play 2 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is damn impressive.
Right. The issue is that they were coming in as a team of 4.
Right.
So they were auto down 1 every time. So they
had to
clearly
win
won
3 out of
against the
4.
first team, and they lost against the second team. Yeah. This episode gave us a lot of emotional, just gut
Things
punches.
happening. Yeah.
We had Arata backstory, specifically with regards to his grandpa and how he passed away.
Yep.
And the circumstances that led up to that.
Right.
We got to see that it was a brain disease. It was a form of dementia of some kind. That is also one of the most painful ways for your family to watch someone go.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's very slow. It's not a quick thing. It's something that actually like gives you hope. And then takes it away little by little.
You lose them before you lose them, but sometimes you get them back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, when you're suffering vicariously by watching somebody go through some kind of sickness, disease,
Yep.
slow death or what have you, the worst part about it is when they actually like temporarily get better.
Yep.
Because then you're like, oh wait, there's a chance here, and then you dare to hope, and then it gets dashed against the rocks again. And the more and more that happens, the more it just kind of numbs you to the pain of it all. And it's just
where you
dehumanizing. It's
you end up getting actually like you prefer the times when they don't get better for a bit, right? Because then it's at least consistent. You know how to deal with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, then the guilt and shame and everything comes in.
It's a whole.
So it makes sense a lot more where Arata was coming from.
Right.
But you still should have wrote back, you bastard. Sorry. That's
No
completely
excuse.
separate.
No excuse.
I still think that was happening, obviously ongoing throughout the whole process, but you weren't always, in the absolute, like, just pits with this, and you were best friends.
Oh, yeah, and also that is a person that you theoretically could have just gotten some reprieve, respite from the whole situation, or just emotional support or whatever, but nah.
Yeah, so if this is just the show about the characters being bakas in relationships, then fine. Baka, know?
Full head chop.
Full head chop.
Yep.
But yeah, I really liked that he had this like fun scene where we saw him going to the actual tournament on the day where it might be that his grandpa died, but then also making it to see Chihaya and Taichi and everybody competing. That was really well directed and fun. But then, Chihaya's not doing well physically. In a lot of ways, the Karuta is in a weird place in this story because I don't really care too much about the ins and outs of the mechanics of the sport still.
Sure.
I do care about them winning or losing for sure, and I care about the way that they emotionally like react to the games of Karuta and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a vehicle for the character's story and stuff. But in this case here, they really sold the point home that in a lot of ways, they were never going to win nationals here as a team. And we knew that. So having the story kind of just have Chihaya arbitrarily just get sick here because of any number of reasons. And I that there's enough reasons that it could have been that I'm like, I know, I get it. One, it's the nervousness and excitement of just being here.
Yep.
Two, it's a new environment, which means, yes, she could have just an
easily
immune
catch
system.
a bug. Yeah,
an immune system that's not prepared for it. Three, it's also just the nervousness of Arata might be here, he might not be here. Wait, he's not here. I'm disappointed. I'm stressed about that.
Exactly.
And then 4, there's also all the other teams that would want to represent Tokyo that aren't here, and she's already built up in her head in a positive way we're going to, carry them with us, which is like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
That's obviously just a cultural thing that I don't understand as much. But
but like, why would you put that burden on yourself?
Why would you put that extra burden on yourself? This will make me perform better. Huh?
Will it though?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think...
And to add another thing to that, 5, we have a consistent through line of Chihaya constantly collapsing once the matches are done, right? Where it's
what does that have to do with her collapsing before the match even starts, though? Like,
we have a through line of Chihaya collapsing in karate rooms,
No,
right?
no, I get that.
Where she's so putting herself into it that it gets to a point where then she's done, right? And then in this situation it ends up unfortunately happening when a match is still going.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong here, but haven't they brought up the point that that's because she uses so much physical energy from that she actually just
totally
collapses, because it's not that she's actually like,
it's not that she's getting sick, right? It's a different thing.
well, not even that she's not getting sick, it's that she's now like, okay, cool, I don't need to do anything with my body anymore, and she has no care about social norms, so she also just is like, I can sleep now, and she just sleeps immediately.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that feels more like a fun kind of characterization thing, not a thing of world building about Chihaya's body, but more the Chihaya does not care about social etiquette or anything like that. She just loves karate, and so when she's done playing karate, she's like, cool, I don't need to do anything anymore. Just
100%. I absolutely, yes, I 100% agree. I think that's what it is. But I feel like it, with something like this, that feels like it's just another thing where it's if you have that perfect storm of everything else, right?
Okay.
Of, you've based your whole life around, seeing this person again, and that you're going to do this thing, this Herculean effort of, we're going to go to nationals and everything with this team that's been only, been here for 3 months, right? All this stuff. And then, oh, hey, they're not there, right? He isn't registered to participate in the individuals tournament. Well, that sucks, right? And you don't see him anywhere. Okay. And then all of these other things are happening, and it just gets to you and you collapse. And let's be real, you wouldn't have been winning, nationals anyways, right? But you made it here. Fantastic. Good job, right? And you did see him again. And in the most crazy of circumstances where, he's not there, you collapse, and then you wake up and he's right there, right? And it's just, okay, there you go, right? This is the person that you've wanted to see for so long. And he then issues the challenge of, next time we meet, it'll be in a match. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's basically the episode. Yeah, we got a whole Chihaya focused, emotionally charged Arata reunion. Arata didn't really get as much, I would say, focus in the actual present time. Most of his time that we actually got focused on him was
the past.
In the past. So the past and the present kind of caught up with each other in a fun, thematic way here. Having Chihaya get to actually see him was kind of a nice little blessing there before she collapses again. So it was a pretty serious scare there for Chihaya, so I'm glad that she's being taken care of and stuff. But she might not be able to participate in the individuals because it wasn't some like, oh, now I'm fine. It's now we're taking her to the emergency room at the end of the episode.
Right, spend the entire rest of, if you want to at all participate in that tournament, sleep every hour that you can.
I mean, if they end up revealing something where Chihaya is also subtly affected by some physical ailment or what have you, then that could be an interesting subplot to get into at some point. If that's what you were kind of implying a little bit or something.
No.
Okay. But I'm just really glad that we got all this time to kind of catch up ourselves with Arata, because he's one of these characters where you kind of have your investment in him almost entirely because of Chihaya. Not really as much for his actual story, because he's kind of a god before we know too much about him. And then throughout the majority of this first cour, we don't get actual time with him. We don't get to know him character-wise.
He's this nebulous mystery of that would be great if we could see him there, but
And now getting this little bit here, we're seeing a little bit more of the suffering that he went through, but also the relationship that they had. That there wasn't really anybody else that the grandpa was connected to in this deep of a way. and also given that the grandpa was, as we knew before, also a god of karate, went to the world highest level match and won. Like, actually,
I believe so, yeah.
I mean, that's why we made mention of who he was before this, like who your grandpa was. Like, he's getting Arata into that position where he can visualize himself at the very top. And the moment that like clinched this for me was, well, there's going to be people that are going to recognize Arata because obviously even Retro from the other school is like, no, Arata, you want to avoid him. Like he's terrifying out there.
He's a monster.
He's an absolute monster. But then you're also going to have people that are going to see Arata and will be like, oh, you're here, like you're just a shining light of Karata's potential.
Like given how niche of a thing Karata is, the people who are really into it are going to probably know a lot about it, right? So the people that are here, they'd know his grandpa, and they would probably also know him because it's this person who's a legend in Karata. Guess what? His grandson is also, starting to rise through the ranks. Oh shit, that's cool. Let's watch his journey or whatever. Right?
Yeah. Having this moment be one where we get to have someone connect the two of them together in a way that redeems the point where the dumbass kid said that really insensitive thing to him in the classroom. Kind of a way of saying, you and your grandfather are linked. So a lot of the ways in which you do Karata remind me of him, and thus in the way that you are not playing Karata, well, that's because of him,
Right.
I love that they redeemed that whole type of connection there in this episode, because that's been throughout the show up until now the reason why he doesn't do Karata. So it's a toxic connection. It's a connection that has been poisoned with emotions and pain and suffering and feeling and all this stuff here. But then to have someone come in and be like, I'm so glad I'm gonna get to see your grandfather play. And it's like, what?
Wait, what?
And it's like one of those moments where you get this, deja, what?
Yeah.
You're not
the words
saying
that you're
right.
saying don't make sense.
And then it's because your Karata's just like his.
Yeah.
And it's when you carry the legacy of somebody in a sport, I mean, that's special.
Oh, yeah.
But in a lot of ways, like, they're just kind of being nice. Like, in most sports, that you don't actually really, like, carry it in that literal of a way. But in Karata, actually you would. Like, there's a lot about Karata that seems to be so fine-tuned in terms of what would be like good competitive Karata. In that you would have certain cards that you'd favor. You'd move your body a specific way. Whereas like Chihaya's been like kind of reprimanded of Chihaya, your strikes are too wide. Like
exactly.
You need to be like more of like a snake, like
starting for it.
Like straight toward it. And
or just the little strategic decisions, right?
Exactly.
Because it's not just a sport in the like what are you capable of doing, right? It's all right, what are you going to decide to do here? And so you would absolutely have a lot of the same tendencies as the person who taught you, especially if they were teaching you with that level of like competence, but also in-depth one-on-one instruction.
Yes,
right?
It's very personal.
Like more like apprentice kind of, teaching rather than like, just classroom teaching or something, right?
Right, and that tends to be when you have the more competent teacher, the more intimate the student relationship is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you're, going super in depth in order to then perform at that crazy high level.
Right, it's like Magnus Carlsen getting brought in to like have one-on-ones with Gary Kasparov for like, a whole time, and you're like, wait, you were getting taught by the Russian god of chess, and it's like, yes. It's like, oh, and then you ascend past him. It's like, that's incredible. This is Arata basically getting that equivalent, and I didn't even realize it at the time when he was talking about how good his grandpa was. But now seeing how many people actually do show up to Omi Shingu, which is a good like thing to kind of be reminded of here, is that those teams that were in that like E bracket there are quite a few of them. So to say karate is, yes, a very small sport because it's just Japan.
But it's still the nationals for that sport.
It's still the nationals for that sport. So there's hundreds of karate players here in no raw exaggeration. Like,
right.
Yes. And that means that there are hundreds of others that didn't make it here.
Right.
So
exactly.
To reach the top of that mountain, so to speak, to reach this shrine is quite impressive.
Right. This is effectively, it is the nationals, and it is also kind of the worlds for karate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, really, really beautiful way this episode was directed and handled. I loved the way in which we shifted between the flashback and the present time.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the episode really just swept me up in the emotion of it all. So.
And now, singles tournament. Because
tournament. Individuals, yes.
Because even if Chihaya is not, like, physically well enough in order to do that, she is going to be there. Like, that's, like...
Yeah,
they'd have to
she
fight
might
her,
lose
beat her off with a
three
stick.
matches in, but, you know, like,
Yeah, she might collapse for 3 days afterwards, right? Because it was not a good idea in the first place, you know, after she collapsed in the earlier tournament. But she's going to make it happen.
I'm excited for this show to actually get into the, like, okay, physical fitness and, like, eating habits and sleeping habits and, like...
The track team, that's a good start, but... You know, here's what else we need you to do.
Right, we need you to learn to breathe better. We need you to learn how to build stamina.
Because
clearly you don't have as much of it as the
right, or something happened
pros.
there, and we need to fully nip that in the bud, because we can't just make it so that happens less. We need to make it happen not at all, because that was in the first match of the tournament, and there are several matches in a day in the tournament. So yeah.
But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.